people doing great things in Southeast Wisconsin, in the Milwaukee area, who are really helping families and kids thrive. And joining me this afternoon, Cindy Thota. She is a director and on the board of Special Spaces of Wisconsin. And if you have not heard of this organization, you have missed a lot because this organization is really doing so much to help kids with cancer. Cindy, welcome so much. So happy to see you.
Good to see you too, Carole. Thank you.
Talking to you on the phone, I just got like energetic and excited. First of all, for people who don't know about Special Spaces, can you tell me what the organization does and why it is important?
We make dream bedrooms for kids that have cancer. So we go into their homes and we talk to the children and they tell us what they would like. And then from there, we run with it. And it usually takes about 2 months. And then we can put together a dream bedroom and we go back into the house and we do exactly what the child has asked for. I've done what my team has done all kinds of crazy things where we had a little girl who couldn't decide if she wanted to have a princess room or an enchanted forest. So we combined them both. You got to do what they want to do. Or if we had a little boy that wanted fire trucks in space, well, we did that too. So it's okay. Whatever the child really wants, we're giving them a safe, clean place where they feel cherished to come home from the hospital and heal. Because a lot of these kids, when they're on bone marrow transplants or during chemotherapy, they can't leave their bedrooms. So they are home, especially with COVID. A cold will take them out. So if we're giving them a healthy, clean place where it's fun when they have to be home, because in the hospital it's so scary. So at least when they can come home, they can have a fantasy bedroom to really relax in and feel like people are, worried about them and love them.
Yeah, this is such a beautiful project, Cindy, and I've seen some of the rooms and actually done stories on this in the past. Can you tell people who is involved, who helps you redecorate this rooms? Because this is a community project, really.
It's definitely a community project, especially in Wisconsin. We are super lucky. We have Steinhoffel's, which is our corporate sponsor. So we as directors get to go in and it's so much fun to shop and you can get whatever you want for whatever the child asks for, I should say, not whatever we want, whatever the child asks for. And then so Steinhoffel's is our corporate partner. We also just picked up Northwestern Mutual Life Foundation as a national sponsor, which is really awesome. And then we have, which now, of course, my family, we have Tito's. So Tito's is also a national sponsor. So they're doing, as a corporation, they do different rooms around the country. We have Hydride Chemical. I mean, we just couldn't be more fortunate in Wisconsin. We also have Roman Electric. And usually each of our directors, we have a guy that we work with. My guy is Jim. He's the best ever. He'll actually hang curtain rods after he gets done with hanging ceiling fans or whatever else I ask him to do. He kind of knows that my team is a little loony. So he lets us do what we want to do. We also have Baird as another corporate sponsor. We have Coldwell Bank. We're super fortunate here. And a lot of corporations use us as team building. So myself and my partner, or there's lots of other directors around the state of Wisconsin, and they also have associate directors. We'll design the rooms. We'll go do all the shopping. We'll go talk to the family, decide what the child wants, kind of go from there, buy all the furniture, buy everything that you need for the room to set it up. And then the teams come in from different corporations and do builds with us. So the last build that my team did is we had a Baird build. So we had, when Baird Cares for the week, I had them for 2 days, 21 people one day and 20 the next. So we do a lot of corporate builds for team building, which is actually a lot of fun because it's people that you wouldn't normally have out volunteering and they're in the community and then they learn about what we do. And then everyone cries when we do the reveal. The moms cry, the children, usually the moms are so happy. The dads are so happy. All the team members are crying. It's a great thing. A happy cry, not a sad cry, happy cry.
Yeah, it's so rewarding. And it's, bringing so many people together. Now, I have seen, Cindy, a lot of these rooms, and they look like to me they're done by like professional interior decorators. So, they just look like something that I could even imagine, quite honestly.
I'm a mom from the suburbs. No, I'm not a professional decorator in any means, but I have 2 children and I have a very opinionated daughter who told me what she liked and what she didn't like growing up. Same with my son. So we just run from there, honestly. And then I also have my families do, or we all do. When the kids are in the hospital, it gives them something else to focus on.
Yes.
So we'll tell them to go. We also have Pottery Barn as one of our sponsors. So we'll tell them to go to the Pottery Barn website because they have really cool bedrooms already done, or we'll send them to Pinterest or some other areas. And then we'll have, say, send me things that you like. Send me pictures of things that you like. Send me pictures of things that you don't like.
I love that. You captured the essence. Yeah, you
And
can.
with little girls, it's all about sparkle. And middle girls, middle age, they usually want, spa, that kind of thing. Those are kind of fun to do. Boys are all about Mickey Mouse. We have a great painter that comes in and he can do murals of pretty much any kind of,
Wow.
he did a Cars mural for me. He can do the exact, he can do the cars. It's amazing. So we're super fortunate. We have a lot of great people in our area. And everybody, no one says no. That's the best part. When
But
you
how
ask
can you
somebody to
say
help,
no to this project? I mean, it's impossible. And
it's
Cindy, now for
impossible.
parents out there who might have a child or know of a child that is undergoing cancer treatment, how do they apply to possibly get a room?
It's super, super easy. They can go to our website, which is Special Spaces Wisconsin, or we also have a Facebook post and they can apply that way. And it's super easy. It's a 2-page fill out. And all you need to do is have your physician sign that you are actually in treatment or that you've been in treatment in the last year. And then you'll get sent to one of our committees where we look at them on different Fridays, approve the children, and then they get sent out. And we have different areas of the country that we're working at. We have different parts of our state that we're working at. We have somebody now in Madison. We've got somebody in Green Bay. We've got somebody in Appleton. We've got lots of people around the Milwaukee area. So if there's a director in that area, then a director would get the room. And then from there, a director would contact the family and then we would meet with the child. Now, obviously, we wear lots of masks and lots of gloves and different things
Yes.
like that, because last thing I want to do is make anybody sick. And then from there, we talk to the child. The child really tells us how they want the design of the room to look like. We have Sherman-Williams, so I bring my paint wheel, pick out colors, and we just have it give them something else to focus on when they're in a really, really tough place. Cancer with kids is not a good thing. And if we can go in and make them happy and let them focus on something else for a while, that's, my daughter calls us the happy fairies, because we come in and,
Fairies, I like
we
that.
do this, we do that, we jump around, we make everybody happy, and then it just gives them something else to focus on. The last
Yes.
child that my team did, she had never slept in her bedroom before. She was afraid. So we gave her a custom princess bed and what she wanted. And then the mother had texted me like afterwards, oh my gosh, Cindy, she's been sleeping in her bed. She's out of our bed. So, things like that is just great.
This, it's just so rewarding, I'm sure, for you and your family. And that you actually use this as a lesson for your whole family to take part, because your husband's a physician. And so your children have gotten to understand the importance of compassion and giving back and appreciating the blessings that they have.
Absolutely. My husband's a physician, so he's on the other side. He's a family practice physician, and he has to tell people that they have cancer, that their children have cancer. And what started us is my husband's work partner, Dr. Drelly, his son, 4-year-old son, he had to tell him that, we've known Bill forever, that he had to tell his son that he was 4, that he had cancer. And that was really hard for us as a family.
Yeah.
So this was something that we could do to give back, to be at the other side. And I tease my husband all the time, because when we go do builds, like he folds laundry and he does things. And I'm like,
Oh,
geez, at home, you don't even know where our laundry room is. I mean, this is
doing
shocking.
things he never does at home, right?
Never, never. And I have the kids, my kids are with us, and it's always nice to have a runner on the build. So if I need, if I've forgotten command strips or I've forgotten, a shower curtain or something crazy, I can have my kids go zip out and grab things and come back, which is nice. But they've been doing it for 12 years now. My son is 24 and my daughter's 20. And my son he's in his graduate program at Loyola Chicago in molecular biology. He's in cancer research, actually.
Wow.
Actually, that's what he's going for. He'll come home and still do builds with me. And my daughter was like, how many are we going to do this summer, Mom? I'm home from college right now and I'm ready to go. So, and their friends come. And it's a great thing. They need to see that it's important what we have, and it's really important to give back to other people that really need it, because they're in a really bad spot. And our families, a lot of times, we have a great national sponsor that gives us beds now, so we
Oh,
never
really?
leave anybody on the floor. Yes, we have mattresses. So we would go into house. We numerous times have gone into households where the other siblings don't even have mattresses, where they're sleeping on the floor, and we never leave anybody on the floor. So everybody gets bed, everybody gets a mattress. It's E. Lilly. It's out of Tennessee. They make 90% apparently of the world's mattresses.
Well, you're really, and you're not only helping the kids, but you're also helping the entire family unit, because they are able to concentrate also on the other kids. Because we also have to remember, if families have more than one child that is not sick, then they also need attention too. So it
Absolutely. And we always do something special for the other kids too. We do a little surprise, a little something. We never really tell them what it is, and it's always a little different depending upon the child. But we always try to do little something we call it for the siblings.
Well, you're so thoughtful, and I love the fact that you not only you do these makeovers, but they're not only changing lives, but they're making the entire ambience for the child that is sick better, and that we know that can contribute to better health ultimately.
Without a doubt, it contributes to better health when they're relaxed and they're comfortable and they're clean and they're safe. And we always do, the children during cancer, they're sick all the time, so we always do a couple sets of sheets, and we do the bedding that you can't soak through. So we do a lot of different things, and we've also done different rooms where kids have come home on IVs, and the IVs and the poles are really scary. So we've done rooms where we've hidden those in special areas so that the cords just come through and go to the bed, so it's not so scary. And then lots of, for our children's hospital is amazing. They have these beads of courage that they give children, and we've strung those and put them all over the room, because every time they have a procedure at the hospital, they get a bead of courage. And to my volunteers, it's always shocking to see how many beads that those kids have. Wow. And I told you, I always cry when I meet my first child. I hop back in the car and, talk after you've just spent, an hour or two with the family, and I cry all the way home, and I call my mom, and then I just say, thank you. And I'm super glad that, my kids are healthy and that we're all okay. And then we do what we need to do. You do what you can. I'm a parent. We all know it takes a village to help other parents, because it's tough when your kid is sick. Nothing else gets done in your house. So when we come in and, give them something fun to focus on, that's not so gosh darn stressful and happy.
Well,
and
like your daughter said, you said that your daughter said that you were angels.
Happy fairies.
Happy
she
fairies.
calls us happy fairies.
Happy fairies. Well, that's what you're
we
doing.
Run in and we're like happy fairies. And we've worn crowns at different reveals. I have to say, if it's a princess room, when we have the child come home, I get all the volunteers decked out, boys and girls, and we wear crowns and run around. It's all great.
But they need that. And well, God just bless you for being able in special spaces, for having the heart and the compassion to want to lift families and to help other people, and all of the wonderful, incredible volunteers. And if someone wants to volunteer, Cindy, for special spaces, what do they need to do?
They would also go on our special spaces website, and there's actually a tab that they can click on, and they can add themselves to the volunteers. We're always looking for people that are really good, seamstress kind of people, because we do a lot of custom things. We're looking for people that are really good photographers, because we love to post the pictures, and then we love to give the pictures to the families. And then we're always looking for people that have great building skills, that can build these, miraculous, unbelievable bedrooms. But I'm super fortunate, because the team of women that I work with and men that we work with are amazing. They just couldn't be any better. The people that I work with that are the other directors from Special Spaces are amazing. And everybody gets it.
Nations are just incredible. But anybody can. There's something that you can do that could help a family or a child. Well, Cindy Thota, I'm so impressed with the entire Special Spaces organization.
Well, you've got to come to a build now.
Yes,
I'm come and get your hands dirty.
I'm on the schedule. I think I'm going to be coming September. I think that's
good.
We're planning.
My last build that we did, I had a 24-year-old boy I shouldn't call him boy, man from Baird, who just finished his schooling. And he was hilarious. He didn't know how to make a bed. He didn't know how to iron. He didn't know how to do any of these things. And we made him hang things. And he was so red when the family came home. I was teasing the mom that they helped him, because now he's going to be a better husband someday. And he was just red.
Well, and you can even learn something in the process of helping other people. So it's such a great organization, and it's just wonderful that we have you here in Southeast Wisconsin. Cindy Thota, I appreciate you being with me, and your enthusiasm and passion is really it's contagious.
I got the best job ever. Best job ever.
We're blessed to have you and your family and Southeast Wisconsin. Thank you so much for being my guest on Lunch with Carole. And next week, we're going to have another inspiring person that is helping to lift souls throughout our area. Have a wonderful day, everybody.